Let's have some fun. So singing, breathing is so important to sing. So we're going to start with the breath. Step one, always breathe. Step one. And then we'll do some stretching, come back to the breath, just do a short little meditation, and we'll play with the voice, try and release some tension, strengthen things, gain some flexibility, all the things you want and need when you're singing a song. All right, so for the breath, let's just start by getting in touch with those lower abdominals. As we exhale, I'm pulling in my abs. With an inhale, and just relax. I don't have to push my abs out. They will naturally expand as the diaphragm contracts and flattens out and pushes everything down and out. And the lungs fill up with air. So let's do that again. Exhale it out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release it open. And exhale it out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those abs. Really tense them up and let them go. And again, we're squeezing, it's pushing in, up, and the air goes out. And then we release it. And the air just rushes right back in. We don't have to work for it. It happens naturally. Nature's way. All right. So now let's kind of get a little more of the body involved. I know a lot of people have shoulder tension. I know I do. So let's do kind of a breathing and shoulder tension release exercise. So we'll make a sound. So like a hard CH. Really pushing, really tensing those abs to push that air out. So lots of resistance here. As I do that, we're going to lift the shoulders. I'm really going to tense my shoulders. I'm going to try not to tense my neck too much. Just kind of let my head hang there. I don't want to pinch the blood off to my brain. So I'm just really tensing my shoulders, lifting them up, 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 up. And then when I'm out of air, same ideas before, just let it all go. Just let the shoulders drop. You don't have to force them down, right? Gravity will do the work for you, and your diaphragm will do the breathing for you. So here we go. Shush it out. Really squeeze those shoulders. And release. And again. Keep that neck free. Squeeze, 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 and release. And one more time. Squeezing those abs, squeezing those shoulders, and release. Oh, good. All right, so we will come back to the breath, but let's do some stretching. Actually, before we stretch, let's just do some jumping jacks. Let's get some blood flowing. So join me in 10 jumping jacks. So whatever pace you need to do, however big or small you need to make it. I'm likely to hit the ceiling, so we'll modify a bit. And the lighting. Here we go. Feel the body. We're stretching his arms out, stretching his legs. I totally forgot to count, so let's say that's 10. All right, so we've got some blood flowing. Let's go to the ground for some stretching. Hopefully, I didn't warn you. Hopefully you have some space where you can move about a little bit. So whatever stretch you like to do, we'll just spend a few minutes here. I like starting with one leg and just feeling that stretch in my glutes and lower back, just elongating up, out, over, wherever you're at with that. If you're up here, if you're down on the ground, right, just stretching and breathing. So let's incorporate that breath. So we inhale into the abs, and we exhale as we stretch. Go just a little farther. Inhale, without lifting up too much, and exhale. We stretch more. And again, inhale, exhale it out, and stretch. Can maybe grab your foot or your toes or your ankle or your knee, wherever you're at. I like to give my calves an extra stretch. All right, and let's slowly come up and over to the side. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Really using that breath. I know it might seem silly, but right, singers are professional breath users. So get used to that. Get used to the feeling of breathing heavily. That's kind of what we're doing, right? Quick, big breath, and then whoosh it all up. And then we big breath in quick, and then so get used to using that breath. So it's easier to do when we're not making sound or having to do words. So we're just connecting to the body. And our breath. Just kind of move my leg around a bit to find different areas to stretch. Breathing. All right, up and over. That's good. Breathing. All right, so now we're gonna really get this breath moving. We're gonna do breath squats, one of my favorites. So it's a basic squat. We have our feet a little more than hip width apart. As I squat, I don't want my knees to go past my toes. So that means I have to kind of bend more, let the booty stick out, but I want to keep my torso long, right? I don't want to be hunching over. So we're doing this. I'm no pro at squats. Obviously, if you know something that I don't, then you do that. And we're going to add some hand movements to it. And we're going to breathe as we do. Exhale first. We're going to inhale, squat. And exhale, up, squatting. And we'll repeat that. So we're helping our body and our minds get used to the sensation that the breath is a down and out. Right? For some reason in our society, we tend to think, take a big breath. Right? We just kind of lift everything up, which maybe expands the ribcage a bit, but completely ignores all of this space that we can have here. So it's really have to turn the way we think about breathing upside down. So breathing and filling up with air is an automatic thing that is down and out. All right, breath squats. Let's do 10 of them. Exhale first, and squatting. That's 5. And that's 10. Woo, it's getting warm in here. I'm keeping the air conditioning and fan off just for you so that the sound doesn't interfere too much. All right, step 2, hydrate. Step 1, breathe. Step 2, hydrate. Water is always at hand. And important pro tip, it's very important to just be always hydrated because the water doesn't actually touch your vocal cords, right? It doesn't go into the trachea, it goes into the esophagus, down into your stomach. So you can't just, I've got to sing and I'm feeling dry, let me just guzzle some water. No, it takes, your whole body has to get hydrated for your voice to truly be hydrated. Obviously, drinking the water kind of helps to re-moisten your mouth and other parts of your throat. So that's great and good and all. But make sure you are drinking throughout the day. If you're a serious singer, you gotta be seriously hydrated. All right, so let's do 10 more breath squats. Here we go. Exhale it out. Feet are in position, and here we go. 5. And 10. All right, normally when I start getting a little hot and sweaty, I would just stop there, but no. We're going to push through today. We are going to breathe for just a moment here, and we're going to do another 15. So catch that breath. Make sure you're not getting tight. Breath squats are also great because you can adapt them to even just sitting while you're just sitting in a chair, just with your arms. Or maybe that. Right, down and out. So adapt to suit your needs. All right, hopefully you've caught your breath enough, making sure you're not getting tight in the body. Give those legs a wiggle if your thighs aren't used to this. All right, 15 breath squats. That'll be it for today. Exhale it out. Here we go. That's 5. 10. and 15. All right, we're gonna just do our little meditation now. So get comfortable, sitting, laying down, sitting in a chair, standing. We're going to get coffee, whatever you need to do. All right. So just keep noticing that breath. Don't try and slow it down. Embrace how your body naturally responds to what we have asked of it, how the breath moves a little more deeply on its own. This is pretty much what it should feel like when you sing, right? A little damp in the forehead. Body's a little warm. Feel those abs moving, your feet are heart pumping. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. Sometimes it can feel like nerves, and sometimes it is. But also know that so much of what we physically feel when we are nervous is a very natural, healthy part of singing. So just slowly notice as you slowly slow down your breath. My mind is open. My heart is energized. My body is creative. Heart is open. Body is energized. Mind is creative. Body is open. Mind is energized. Heart is creative. Come back to that breath, into your body. When you're ready, open your eyes. If they were closed, just come back into the space. A thought that came into my mind as I was meditating was next time we do this, I always change up the words. Repeat the mantra after me. It's kind of fun to just try to be Zen, right? Like sometimes we just have to pretend, and then sometimes it actually kind of happens, like smiling, right? So repeating the mantra after me in sort of your warm, gentle tone. It's a great warm up for the voice. It's just kind of relaxed, it's kind of natural, even if we're kind of pretending. We're reaching for something that's natural. All right. So I'm just going to do a quick check over here. Oh, Christine. Hi, Christine. Your voice lessons. Oh, love it. You're cooking dinner. How wonderful. Well, best of luck. Don't spill the sauce. I guess you probably couldn't do breath squats while you were stirring and chopping, but thanks for being here. All right. So now we are going to start using that breath. We spend a lot of time working that breath. So let's put that breath to work in the goal of making sound. So to do that, we'll do some sighs. Oh, I'm just going to go up and down, right? We're not worried about singing right now. We're just kind of making sound, letting the airflow and the vocal folds vibrate together. It's literally the air that makes the vocal folds vibrate. So even if it would be good to err on the breathy side with this exercise, even if you're afraid you have a really breathy tone, just allow your voice to be breathy. So here we go again, starting down low on an O vowel. Oh. I like using my hands because that's sort of how I feel it in my body. But sometimes I will then send my arms the other way, like so. Oh. Just to kind of mix it up. So feel free to use your arms if you're not chopping veggies for dinner. And let's do a couple more sides. So you don't need to go super high, just go as high as you can comfortably go. Here we go. Oh. I'm going to throw in some neck massage while I do this. Highly encourage self-shoulder neck massage. It's great, especially for singers. So just be gentle with yourself and try to keep the sound going even as you're moving things around. Right? It's going to get bumpy. That's okay. Don't try to keep the sound smooth. Right? Don't listen to it. Just feel it. Allow it to move around. Here we go. Oh. Maybe to the shoulders. Oh. Should probably step back. It's kind of loud. Oh. Oh. And one more. Oh. All right, so now we're gonna inch our way towards singing. So we'll do some mums. If you've seen the first virtual vocal jam, we did mums without pitch. So we'll do that again just a couple times here, then we'll add pitch to it. So it's just like this side, but with mum. There's no rhythm to it. There's no specific moment when the mums need to happen. Right? We're kind of differentiating between what the mouth is doing and what the voice is doing. This is very important for singing. Mouth makes the vowels, the throat makes the core tone. All right, so again, mum. And again. All right, so let's get some specific pitch to this. And this is an exercise that I categorize as a zombie exercise. So you really just, good. I know some of these were like, lift the eyebrows when you sing the high note. And maybe there's some utility in that for some people in some places sometimes. But I don't want anything to become like a habit and this tension thing that you have to do. Right? Sometimes we do that because it's expressive and that's what the character should be expressing. So then you can lift your eyebrows, that's fine. But I don't want to have to. I want it to be free and loose. So just let everything just feel like you just, Botox was so last year. Now it's about lead. Inject your face with lead. We're going to do mum, 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 mum. So my jaw's doing just a little bit right. I'm not trying to make a crisp movement. I'm really just moving my lips and my jaw sort of along for the ride. So let's come up a little bit, keeping this relaxed. Hands on face is great for really keeping things loosey-goosey. I love doing pinching between my molars. Let's try that. Right here. Ma, 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 and definitely let it go into your head voice or your mix or whatever that is for you, falsetto, whatever it's ready to do, right? We're not going super strong, loud, or heavy with this. We just kind of want it to mix in a very natural way. And so instead of having it, a smooth, seamless voice. That's the goal anyway. All right, so a couple more mums. Let's start here now. Mum, 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 loosen the throat. Nice little tighten there. Let's check under the jaw. This is a great one for a lot of people. Tongue tension. Thumb underneath your jaw, towards your throat. Just resting the rest of your hand on your chin and gently massaging kind of in and up, trying to loosen that tongue. The tongue should move, but it shouldn't ever feel stiff or hard, or like most people feel like it's pressing against their thumb. So we want to kind of loosen that up. So let's go a little higher. Where were we? Bum, bum, bum. One more. Yeah, I haven't checked in with this for a little bit. I can definitely feel some tongue tension. The tongue wants to help. Let it relax. Tongue helps with vowels and consonants, not just with making the sound. All right, so groovy. I just want to check in for those who are watching if you have any questions about singing, auditions, song choice, vocal technique, performing, any of that. I would love to hear what your questions are, or anything at all, and I will respond the best I can. So go ahead and do that whenever you have a question come to mind. So now let's get this a little more towards singing, and we're going to go a little more musical theater today. So we'll do some nay-nay-nays. Nay, 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 nay. And I just kind of let it be buzzy. It's just kind of forward. I'm trying to just I'm speaking nay, nay, nay. Nay, nay, nay. Nay, nay. Nay, nay, nay. Nay, nay. I just kind of with my voice, nay, nay, nay. But I've got pitch to it. Nay, 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 nay. We've got some jumps in there. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. Nice and buzzy. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. Nice and ringy. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. Low breath. Nay, 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 nay. Again. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. That's the top for me. Let's keep going. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. Bum, bum. Nay, 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 nay. All right, I hope that gave you enough of a stretch in there. All right. So now would be a great time for you to think about what song you'd like to sing. So now you're all warmed up, right? We've done some high, we've done some low, we did some flexibility, we did some mix, we did some buzz, we did some hollow, we did a lot of things in there. So your voice is ready to go. Hopefully it's feeling good. And pull up a YouTube karaoke track or something. That's a great resource. You're right here on YouTube already. Anyway, find something to sing along to. Or you can have voices on it too, right? No shame. And you let your voice have some fun. So I'll check in one last time. Any questions from anybody out there? Anything you've always wanted to know about singing? About the voice? Performing? No, all right. We are good to go. So love yourself. Love your voice. Go have some fun. Oh, I see. Oh, you are so welcome, Christine. Thank you very much for being here. I hope dinner is a success. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye.